Hi, this side Samir Verma from Alpha Value Consulting. Recently, OYO allots employee stock options, also known as ESOP, worth USD 20 million to former and existing staff. Earlier this month, Paytm had allotted stock worth around USD 2 million to its employees. Now, ESOP is a unique issue to consider in today's challenging scenario, which is one of the important tools used to attract and retain employees. So I feel good to discuss some of the important aspects of ESOP which need to be evaluated while doing valuation. ESOP granted to employees are measured at the date of grant. The taxation of ESOP is split into two components as per Indian Income Tax Act 1961. Tax on perquisite as income from salary at the time of exercise and tax on income from capital gain at the time of sale. The recent budget of 2020 has provided a great relief to the startups of the company by deferment of ESOP taxation in the hands of employees. There are 6 important parameters which need to be looked at while valuing the ESOPs. Number 1 is the equity value of the company as on date of grant. Valuer need to evaluate the impact of COVID-19 in the valuation of the company, and in case the COVID-19 has materially affected the business of the company, then valuer may go for interim valuation or look at the median valuation multiple for last 3 to 4 months instead of simply relying on the valuation multiple as on date of grant. Second important parameter is exercise price and vesting schedule. The appropriate vesting period length depends upon the number of factors like liquidity event, that is the IPO. There are other vesting conditions like in a service vesting condition and performance vesting condition also, which has a huge impact on valuation. Third important parameter is time period. This time assumption in particular is a matter of judgment of valuer as there is no regulatory restriction. Some valuer take the weighted average life of an option and some go with exercise period. Fourth important condition is volatility. It is expected volatility of stock over the life of option. The best source for calculation of this implied volatility is historical price of listed company data. If company is unlisted, we can go with the comparable companies as well. Risk-free rate. This is Westwise life of ESOP. Zero coupon bound is considered as the risk-free rate. Last one is the dividend yield. Any entitlement to ESOP holder will increase the grant date fair value compared with an option without any entitlement. Now there is no guidance on how much period of dividend yield should be calculated. It is also a judgmental factor of the valuer. Out of these 6 required inputs, only 2, the exercise price of the option and the current share price, are objectively determinable. The remaining assumptions are subjective and generally require the significant analysis and judgment of the valuer. It is very important to establish a successful scheme which require careful thought and planning and a long-term view on how the scheme will perform in good times and bad. The valuer need to evaluate the terms of ESOP scheme thoroughly, including which option pricing model to use. Like Black-Scholes option pricing model is used to value the ESOP, which can be exercised only at the time of the period, where binomial and Monte Carlo option pricing model is used for valuing ESOP with exercise, early rights and market conditions. Thank you so much.